So far, the reasons why humanity could not unite under one banner was because we had four distinct constraints. One, the lack of perceiving ourselves as humanity on this fragile planet. Sadly, we are so bifurcated into nationalities, religions, races, castes, and gender, and have never really seen ourselves as humanity, with the exception of when we are dealing with the medical profession. Two, the lack of a technological medium by which we could all freely communicate with each other. Three, the lack of a plethora of scientifically proven information that we all have access to today. Four, the lack of a much needed common platform like SEAC at which we can wisely unite. Consequently, the collective sanity of our species has been taking a beating and has further been affected and repressed by the consistent legacy of corrupt leadership down the pages of history. With all due respect, we are the only species on this planet who are collectively quite insane. Just look at any day's news headlines and tell me if I'm wrong. Comparatively, no other species on this planet has this grave shortcoming. Historically, today, we at last have an unprecedented advantage of wisely unifying at SEAC to correct and eliminate this unabashed insanity. You will be amazed to realize how important you are for the safety and sanity of the future. Here I feel it's appropriate to quote the Dalai Lama, who said, "If you think you are too small to make a difference, try sleeping with a mosquito." In the light of what I have just said, this website is certainly a historical first, from where, for once, and I repeat myself, we, agnostic of nationality, religion, race or gender, congregate and cohesively come together as one species, as one awesome human democratic force. Ironically, this minuscule 1% is brilliantly organized and poised to destroy most of us. If it's hard for you to believe the statement I have just made, do frequently visit the website to be kept abreast of how we, the 99%, need to collectively outmaneuver our insane enemy. And let's make no mistake, as that is precisely what they are. Especially if we are to escape their vile agenda. An enemy who are none other than the treacherous and criminal banking cartel. So does the evil end in some TV channel, or occur in some distant land, or even end up at our doorstep? No, the hard-hitting answer to that is they directly impact our family and our innocent children in a number of ways. So do we remain mouthless bystanders for any longer? Think about it, my dear fellow members of humanity. It's for this objective that there will always be fresh food for thought here at SEAC, justifying your frequent visits to this website. And yes, contextually relevant food for thought will periodically be replenished here at the Center of Advancing Civilization, for all our edification and for all of us to be brought on the same page of awareness. As such, my sincere advice to you is to approach this website with the mindset of a dedicated student and study its constantly updated content. In fact, this website is a spotlight on humanity's common and most vile enemy. At SEAC, you will get to know how treacherous they, the Zionist Illuminati, really are. On an encouraging note, nowhere in history has humanity ever had the technological means and therefore the advantage of wisely unifying as one cohesive and harmonious species. In fact, nowhere in history has there been a greater reason for humanity to unify. I repeat myself again, to unify agnostic of nationality, religion, race or gender. Albeit, the reason for this crucial need for us urgently unifying is not for reasons of conflict, but singularly for the wise and crucial survival of all species on this planet. And remember, we are but one of the many species on this planet. So when you realize that this website is a precious and pivotal hub, and therefore choose to historically register in as a bona fide member, then there are two things that you will simultaneously be enabling when you become a member at SEAC. First, you will, as an individual, be standing up against this cowardly criminal banking cartel as one of the huge democratic majority that's united against this diabolically evil enemy of history. An enemy who has set in motion their plan for culling and slaughtering the size of humanity down from 7 odd billion to a figure of their arrogant choice, which is 0.5 billion. But that's blatantly putting 6.5 billion lives on the line for extermination. This indeed is their insane and diabolic agenda. Tell me if this is not insanity. Please correct me if I am wrong. Have you ever wondered why cancer has escalated to a pandemic level? Yes, as reported by the World Health Organization. In fact, at SEAC you will come to realize the evil depths and diversity of this criminal enemy's brutal agenda, which is not in any way in favor of humanity or life on this planet. You will learn all about their agenda at SEAC and will constantly be updated, thus fully becoming aware of our common fate today. It is said that the lack of awareness is like a surrender even before a battle. So please be conscious and aware of this very evil force. Second, you will as an individual be allowing humanity to free itself from this forcefully imposed economic enslavement of humanity, and will be also allowing us to move on towards the creation of a sublime, peaceful and cohesive planetary civilization. What I have just told you is critical and complex. In fact, it took me 30 years to understand this truth. So do watch this video a second time if needs be. Make an effort to attentively listen to all my 4 podcasts and carefully study the 9 revealing topics that are displayed on the homepage of the website. If needs be, study them several times over for their profound message to sink deep into your psyche. Let's consider why SEAC is truly unique and is one of its kind. Is it only because people can congregate here and become members? No, certainly not. Interestingly, it's because SEAC has the proprietary right over my unique discovery, which is the crucial leadership paradigm called Applied Holism. That's why SEAC is the only website of its kind worthy of you being a part of, and thus participating in our important mission of getting a new cadre, a new caliber of leadership to replace the bunch of psychopaths in power across this globe. As such, this website and book are history in the making, I assure you. And for a change, we who have been for centuries been oppressed and downtrodden will in due course of time be intelligently and wisely shaping the destiny of life on this planet. All we need to do is wisely unite, and we will certainly create an advanced planetary civilization, as we now have my discovery Applied Holism available to us. Welcome to the Center of Advancing Civilization.